Good evening from King's Dominion, park number 22 of our 2023 USA road trip. Now originally we was going to be at Busch Gardens Williamsburg today, however unfortunately we have had a major problem with the car today, which has meant we've had to make a bit of a change to the itinerary, haven't we?
It's just been going on for so long.
Yeah, if you head over to the Sandbrook Adventures, we'll be covering it in more detail over there. It's ended up that we nearly had to drop King's Dominion from our trip. However, we've managed to get an evening here. We've got 4 hours till park close. We've just arrived at 6 o'clock. It's open till 10 and we'll make the most of it, won't we?
We'll try and get as much in as we can.
Yeah, definitely, including Intimidator 305. Really looking forward to getting back on that, and of course it'll be Charlotte's first time on it too.
Look forward to giving it a go.
Yeah, definitely. It's not an ideal situation. You'll see we've got a bit of a nightmare with the car. Basically, we're now in a different vehicle. We're completely safe though. We just had a breakdown and yeah, we've had loads of issues getting a replacement car, but it got sorted out in the end, and we thought what's best to do. We wanted a full day at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, so we thought we'll come to King's Dominion for a shorter visit, get as much in as we can do, and then have the full day at Busch Gardens for part number 23 tomorrow. And here's a look at the entrance to the park with the Eiffel Tower down there at the bottom, and of course the Grand Carnival event, which is also running here, much like what we saw down at Carowinds only yesterday. With everything that's happened for us today, it feels like that was a long time ago. We're also running on pretty low energy today as well, so you'll have to just bear with us because literally it's been a very stressful day. I'm just grateful that we've not had to drop the part from the trip. We had to come here, even though we're only getting the evening now, to come and make the most of it here. But yeah, if you want to see the Grand Carnival celebrations, we saw them at Carowinds, absolutely fantastic. But yeah, the entrance here is very similar, almost identical to that of Kings Island. You've got all the fountains down there in the middle. I do think these fountains are nicer though, the ones at Kings Island. A bit more classic, you know how you've got the main ones in the middle and how they kind of come out to the side. And all the buildings down here too. It's really nice and colourful, all the lights on there and all the music, all the entertainment. We were hoping to check out Grand Carnival in more detail here too, but obviously it's going to be prioritising what we can do. We've had a look at the queue times and it's not looking too busy, which is good. So we've got 4 hours to just literally pack in what we can do, have a walk around the park, get some rides in, and of course the main highlight, which is Intimidator 305, which yeah, of course we're going to head down to first and we'll get on that. Very intense ride, looking forward to getting back on there. Hey, great atmosphere, all the performers out just over there, and I do love what Cedar Fair do with this event. And yeah, it is a Cedar Fair park. I mean, of course, we've got our entry with our pass, which has also worked out better for us tonight. We haven't had to pay for a full day ticket and not get our use out of it, you know, only being here for 4 hours. It's covered in the pass that we purchased at the start of the trip. I do really like how they put Carnival actually on the Eiffel Tower there too, which is fantastic. It's also really hot this evening, so yeah, hopefully it will start to cool down a little bit. I'm sure it will do though. I mean, the peak kind of heat for the day would have been a couple of hours ago, so yeah, we should be all right this evening. Better Toxic playing for you now. So making our way across to Intimidator 305, and yeah, a little bit concerned I've not seen it going round yet, but we have got the lovely mushrooms just over here, singing mushrooms every 15 minutes. You like mushrooms, don't you, Charlotte?
I love mushrooms.
Well yeah, Charlotte is very tired, aren't you, after all that?
So tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. It's just completely drained you out.
Yeah, after all the stress that we've had with that.
Yeah, like got a headache.
Oh, don't worry. A ride on I-305 will certainly wake you up, yeah. Or it might make you fall asleep, I'm not too sure. Very intense. You might get a bit of greyhouse action on here, Charlotte.
Well, probably because I've been sat out in the sun, I probably will.
Oh, that's the thing, yeah. It's not an ideal situation, but we're powering on. The good thing is we'll get a good sleep tonight, ready for our day at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. If you know these parks well, you'll know they're only about an hour away from each other. So yeah, it's worked out a lot better for us with the situation, swapping these parks around, because we wanted a full day at Busch to see everything. There's loads of new things to see down there, and not much new stuff here since last time I visited in 2019. However, there is something new to see, and it's quite funny how we're walking through it. Yeah, it's Jungle X-Pedition just over here, and yeah, they've got an S&S 4D free spin just over there. That is new since last time I was at this park. And yeah, again, following on the theme with Cedar Fair's parks, and they've started to bring more theming into the parks. We've seen that a lot at the ones we visited this trip. And it's the same here. I mean, this is very nice around in this area. Done a great job. Yeah, there's the free spin over there. You've got all the buildings around. Yeah, very nice around here. Make our way down to Intimidator, which I've still not seen going round. Woo! It was open earlier when we checked. Really nice vibe around here. All the entertainment, the drummers, fantastic. Oh my God. Yeah, this area of the park is beautiful, what they've done around here. Very nice. Oh dear, so we made our way down here to Intimidator 305. That Intamin Giga Coaster from 2010. And it is down at the moment. Oh no, like this is not what we wanted. Especially with us only having limited time now here at this park. It was open earlier on because I checked on the app. Oh no, it had like a 10-minute wait earlier. The staff up there in the station, one train is in the maintenance bay and one train's on the brake run by the looks of it. Let's go and speak with the member of staff and see if he says anything down here. We'll find out, but I was hoping to just get down here, get it in. Wasn't really worried about a big queue on this because yeah, it doesn't really get that big a line from what I've seen and heard in the past. When I was here in 2019, the park was, you know, quite busy. However, this ride didn't really get that much of a queue because people find it that intense. But yeah, let's go over here and we'll find out. There is staff around, which does give me some hope. Let's ask him. So I just spoke with a member of staff. He said it last operated 50 minutes ago and that it might be open later, but it might not. But yeah, as you can see, there's some workers down there at the side. Looks like they're looking at the second train, so we'll have to come back and see what happens. Of course, with us having limited time, it really is about prioritising the things that Charlotte's never seen before, and also some other bits that are a little bit weaker here at the park. I do really like Backlot Stunt Coaster, but it's one of them. You've already done it, haven't you, this trip?
It's so much fun, but we can't prioritise it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, you did it over at Kings Island.
It was great fun.
Yeah, it's a great fun ride, it really is. But yeah, it's one of them. We're going to head down towards Grizzly. I enjoyed this wooden coaster last time, I really did. And yeah, it's actually had some retrack work done and recently reopened, and I've heard some really good things about it. So we're going to head down that way. Bit of a shame about I-305, but let's see what happens. I mean, that's the thing when you've got the heat as well. You know, it's like 32 degrees Celsius again. So yeah, it's another hot one. And obviously heat can cause issues for coasters, especially Intamin coasters, so we'll see what happens. It's not a lost cause yet. We've got like 3.5 hours for it to open. Literally feels like I'm back at Disney walking down Main Street, USA with this music. I do like this kind of main midway that they've got here at King's Dominion. All the music, all the buildings, pizza restaurant just over there to the left, an awesome drop tower there, so I don't know if that's operating or not. I mean, the catch car is up there at the top, so I'd probably say no. As we make our way just down here. Yeah, what I like about this park, it's got lots of trees, lots of shade. Yeah, this music just makes me feel like I'm back at Disney, walking right down the middle of Main Street. Look at this beautiful clock just over here, really nice in the flower bed. What's really nice is the actual clock hands have got flowers in there too. I think that's lovely. Hey, reunited with the big grizzly bear just here at King's Dominion. There he is. I do love that big bear. All the merchandise in here too. A little bit of AC. Oh, who's that down there? There you go, he's quite nice. I think he's a small bear, I don't know. But you actually come through the shop to get down to the ride itself. And yeah, the entrance for Grizzly is just down here on the right. Oh, nice bit of shade down here in this queue line, which I'm pleased about. It doesn't seem too busy down here, so we'll see. There we go, the entrance to Grizzly, opened here in 1982. It's got a very thin queue line, this part, hasn't it? Oh, there's somebody jumping down here. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, very thin queue line. I think we're straight up to the station. Yeah, a lot of retrack work's been done on this, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this rides. And luckily, we're straight up here into the station. People look very hot. I think it's a bit too hot for people probably here today, and that's been the case with quite a few park days this trip. But yeah, straight up into the station. I didn't think my first ride of the day was going to be at 6:20, but you know what? These things happen. We're safe, we're fine. I mean, we've still got here to the park. We're still getting all parks, which I'm pleased about. Oh, look at that retracking. Well, that's good. 2-train service. Let's give her a ride.
Hold on tight and enjoy your ride on the Grizzly. Bye-bye. Roar.
nearly woke us up after 4 hours sleep, didn't it, Charlotte?
Oh, no, it did. You could definitely tell the bits of track that had been retracked and the ones that hadn't, but I love the tunnel section. I always like that on a woody.
Yeah, the first drop's great. It's a fantastic layout on there. They have removed a few trees so they could do some of the track replacements, but obviously that was needed to do that work. But yeah, I'm really pleased they've done that. It's a great layout. I love a good classic woody, built in the 80s, and yeah, you can really see the retract sections. A little bit rough on some of the other bits, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like jolts to the side.
Yeah, a few jolts, but you know what? Maybe they'll do the other half of it at some point. I'd say I'm only guessing, but maybe like 40 to 50% has been retracked. And yeah, Grizzly, it's a great ride. So I'm glad that we got back on there. And there he is, Grizzly, just behind. That's how you feel after having hardly any sleep last night and all the stress that we've had today with the car hire. Can't wait to show you all over on the Sandbrook Adventures. You've got to go over to that channel. We've seen it all. Our old car getting towed off, the new one coming in. It's been a funny moment, it really has. But I'm just so glad we still managed to get to this park. We might not be on top form today. I think this is the first day of the trip where we're not on top form.
I think what it is as well, it's just so hot as well this evening.
It's humid, but you know what? It's going to start getting cooler now.
I really hope so.
Let's go and get the RMC in. Oh, we've just seen Intimidator testing as well. There he is again. See you again soon. Thanks for your ride. A little bit of the Lion Sleeps Tonight playing as we make our way down here this evening. Yeah, you got the Windseeker over on the right. Yeah, quite a few of the Cedar Fair parks have got Windseeker attractions, and they are fantastic because you get great views looking over the park and the surrounding area. And there's a look at the RMC coaster they've got here. 3 inversions, opened in 2018, and it was a conversion of the former wooden coaster. And yeah, there it is, Twisted Timbers. Look at that. I do like how it's got the inversion as the first drop just there. And yeah, it's making its way around. You got the Jukebox Diner just over here too. 15-minute advertised waits for Twisted Timbers tonight, which is not too bad at all. Like I say, it's very hot. Maybe that's putting people off. A lot of people probably gone for the water park. And here it is. Let's go and join the line. And here's a look down at the entrance to Twisted Timbers. Yeah, it's another one where bags all need to go into a locker. $5 for one that you can have all day and move it around the park. So we've gone for that. Apple's Apple just off to the left there as well. Nice little family coaster. And yeah, here's the entrance to Twisted Timbers. And yeah, here it comes. This is a great coaster, some fantastic airtime on here from what I can remember. I'm just glad we're getting on it. It doesn't seem too busy at all, which I'm very pleased about. Make our way down the queue line. Nice bits of theme in here too. Hey! Yeah, pretty much straight down to the station. Now, if you have seen our vlog from Carowinds, you know we went on a ride called Hurler, wooden roller coaster. Really wasn't that great, was it, Charlotte? But we went on there. Remember we were saying how poor it was. Well, this ride used to be the exact same as that, and then of course they got RMC in to make it like this. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I mean, this is a great ride. Just goes to show what you can do with a very basic wooden coaster. RMC can come in and completely transform it. Yeah, very nice down here. I thought I'd bring the camera down the queue line just to get some shots for you all. We can make our way down here to ride. And yeah, of course, I'll put in some official on-ride footage. Hope you've enjoyed me doing that in the vlogs. Obviously, I've done it where I can do. Of course, where we can't film on-ride ourselves. I'd always prefer filming on-ride myself, of course. However, at parks that don't allow it, I've put in the official POVs if there's high-quality ones available. If they're poor-quality POVs, I wouldn't put them in. But yeah, they've got to be of a good standard for me to share them with you all in the vlog. But yeah, let's make our way on here. Good thing is we've got Busch Gardens tomorrow, and we can film our own POVs there. Really excited. We've got a good full day at Busch. And also, before boarding this now, you go through the metal detectors just over here. You know, they've got the free lockers over at the side for any small items. right down Twisted Timbers, gotta say, great operations on there, getting the train sent out very quick, waited about 5 minutes, and here's Charlotte!
Oh my god, the airtime on there. I've already got existing bruises from Airy Force 1, so getting the extra ones, oh my god, the airtime on there was so painful on my bruises.
Yeah, the restraint kit did come down very tight on there as well.
I mean, the bunny hops and stuff were great, but oh, my legs.
I did enjoy the first drop a lot. I love how you kind of come down straight into that kind of barrel roll drop. I do really enjoy that. But yeah, it was quite uncomfortable. Even I found it a bit, and I'm not really bruised from Airy Force, but whoo! And of course, if you haven't already, oh, there you go. If you haven't already seen our vlog from Fun Spot America Atlanta, then check it out. On-ride POVs and so much more from Air Force One, brand new RMC coaster that they've got just up there. But yeah, that was quite a ride. I really do like the layouts. It's long, and it goes to show small RMCs still pack a punch. The airtime on there was fantastic. Like, poor Charlotte here getting bruised. God, would you say that bruised you more than Air Force or not?
I think it's because I've already got the existing ones.
Yeah,
the airtime on there was crazy.
Oh, I love it. And you've got a nice kind of mild family coaster right next door. That's how it should be in parks though. Apple's apple just there. Yeah, I do like it. You've got a big thrill ride and a family coaster next door. We've not seen any more activity at I-305 yet. It's typical, isn't it? But I'm positive we're going to get it tonight. I've got a good feeling. Things haven't gone well for us so far today. However, I think we're going to get that tonight. We've actually just had a light snack with some fries and onion rings just to get something in our bellies after not eating that much today. Because as you'll see in the Sandbrook Adventures vlog, we've been stuck at a service station for most of the day with not loads of hot food. Yeah, we've not had much to eat, have we, Charlotte? Oh, honestly, you've got to go and see that vlog. We keep looking over towards I-305 just over there to see if there's any activity. Still saying it's closed at the moment on the app, but we'll find out. A bit more information for you then about the park. So yeah, there's actually 13 operating roller coasters here at King's Dominion. Of course, we're not going to get all of those in tonight, we know that. However, it's prioritising the best ones and of course the ones that Charlotte hasn't done as well, and yeah, making the most of them. Of course, there is also a lot of family and kiddie coasters here and some other coasters that Charlotte's already done this trip, such as the indoor coaster, which is a clone from another park, and also as well the backlot stunt coaster. So yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? It's kind of prioritising what we can get in tonight.
Yeah, when you can't get everything, then just prioritise the other bit.
It's only just gone 7 o'clock though, so we've done all right. Yeah, I just really hope I-305 opens up. It really is the ride here at this park. Seems to be filtering out a bit though. I think it's probably been a scorcher here today for people. And if you haven't guessed already from all the signs and also the big candy apples just there, it's called Candy Apple Grove, this part of the park. Very pretty. Lots of shade, lots of planting around here too, which is awesome. Can't see any activity over at I-305, but we did see that test when we was on Grizzly, so I think we're going to make a left and go and head for the B&M Flawless, and we'll do that first and we'll keep our eyes peeled. And of course we are here at a Cedar Fair park, our final one of their parks of the trip actually. And yeah, they have also got Planet Snoopy. He's everywhere at these Cedar Fair parks, as you've probably seen over the past month throughout the vlogs. I can't believe we're nearing the end of this incredible trip, I really can't. But you know what, we've had a fantastic time. We've seen and done so much along the way. We're about to go and ride an awesome B&M Flawless coaster. Oh, and there it is with the orange track and blue supports, Dominator. And yeah, we'll see a bit better when we head around this corner. Yeah, you've also got one of these swinging ships just here that goes all the way over, one of the 360-degree inverting swinging ships. Always remind me of Roller Coaster Tycoon, they do. RCT day. Still love a bit of RCT though. And here it comes, just heading up the lift hill. So this opened here at this park in 2008. It was a relocation, so operated somewhere else previously and then came here to King's Dominion. Beautiful evening for a ride on here. Should get a nice breeze. And yeah, nice bank drop to the right, of course into a large loop. We've got the classic Cobra roll over there, B&M signature, and much more. And the good thing is it doesn't seem too busy. That's the positive for us tonight. It's worked out crowd levels wise, which is good. I think because it's been so hot, it's really filtered the park out. Let's just hope for I-305. Really hope so. I'll be gutted if we don't get that. But here he goes, Dominator. Let's give this a go. Massive loop on this. 5 minutes there for our ride on Dominator. I tell you what, that's fantastic because it's really smooth and also it's a good long ride as well.
I love a good flawless coaster. That was really good.
Yeah, the large loop on there is amazing. And along with that too, you got the classic interlocking corkscrews, a B&M signature on there too. And yeah, 5 inversions in total. Great ride that is. It was nice to get back on there. And yeah, really well looked after. Very smooth, enjoyable ride. I love a good flawless. Obviously, really being a flawless coaster, it's a lot better on the front normally. Had a big front like row line, as we would have waited for it. If we was here all day, we'd have done a front row. But yeah, it doesn't make loads of difference with it being a flawless on the other rows. Which obviously, you've got the other seats in front of you. But still, fantastic ride that is. And it's so long as well. It just keeps on going. Oh, and there it goes again. The absolutely awesome Dominator. Nice track colour. Just off to the right, family coaster, Woodstock Express. Done a couple of those this trip, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. They're quite good fun, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I mean, obviously, Charlotte's not going to get all these available credits here today. However, you know, at least you've done the similar rides to some of these, you know. Yeah, that's what we thought. Let's prioritise having the full day at Busch Gardens. I mean, like we said, we were going to be here for the full day, but
ready for Busch Gardens
literally,
as well.
We were all geared up this morning for Busch, but you know what? We'll have a great day tomorrow. Yeah, and we've got POVs there as well. That's another factor for us doing the full day down there and having to change the itinerary a little bit and swap these days round. It does mean we get on-ride POVs there all day. Very excited for that day at that park because it's fantastic.
Yeah, again, he must be out doing his day-to-day jobs.
You reckon? Not his day-to-day jobs.
Yeah.
Snoopy himself. We're going to head back down to 305 and do a bit of investigating. See what's going on and also have a look at that other new area down there. Like I say, there is a credit for me to get with the 4D free spin, but we'll see how big the queue is.
I don't think I'm going to do it. With how hot I am, I've got a bit of a head out. I don't think I can put myself through another one.
Charlotte's loved the 2 that you've done so far.
Oh, absolutely.
Fantastic. Lots of family flat rides though down in this area. That's something that the America parks do so well. Filler rides, like you got loads of flats at all these parks. Like in this area alone, there's probably like 10 flats, maybe even more than that. So much around for all the kids to enjoy. And yeah, it's very important to have a good variety of filler rides. And that's something that our parks back in the UK could really learn more about. Nice bits of theme in here too. Big crane. Have a great day. Will do, Snoopy. Let's head back down this way. Oh, speak of the devil, here it is. The ride's called Tumbly, I think you pronounce it. You know me, my pronunciation, I'm terrible at it, but I'll always try. Yeah, last time I was here, there was a flat ride in this location. Yeah, really interesting to see a coaster. I tell you what though, they've done a good job at the theming round here. Like I said, I've not done this version here before. I've done quite a few of the 4D free spins from S&S now. Yeah, this one opened here in 2022. Nice colour scheme. Very well themed area around here. You okay there, Charlotte?
Disgusting.
Well, there is a nice ride down here that I do remember. And yeah, it's had a bit of a re-theme and a rename since last time I was here. There's a Mack Rides bobsleigh down here. You don't really get much of this over in the USA. So yeah, we're going to give this a go. That's the thing, getting into the unique stuff, things you don't really see at the other parks and things that we've done this trip, you know, and this is our final Cedar Fair park. I tell you what though, from what we've seen this trip with some of these new themed areas that Cedar Fair are doing, it really gives me some positive vibes for the future. Oh, look at that there with the monkey. Like, this area is fantastic. All the flooring down there as well. Like, that's the thing, it might be a very kind of generic ride that they've put in here, very kind of off the shelf. However, they've made a themed area of it, a themed experience, which is great. But yeah, this is one of the unique ones for this park, so we'll give it a go. I haven't done one of these all trip, have we?
No, we haven't, so it's quite unique to see one.
It is, it's reptilian just down here. Got all this, like literally just bits of junk that they put at the side, but you know what, it really works. We keep looking at 305 as well, nothing at the moment, nothing. However, we have got a backup plan, if not, which I'll share with you all later on. This is saying 15 minutes, yeah, I think it's less than that to be honest, station's right there. It's had a repaint and everything, this is last time I was here. Very nice, I like how they've done this, kind of like a big snake, like done out of the stones, that's very cool. Yeah, should be ruining a few trains as well. Let's go and get on here. So this Mack bobsleigh coaster actually opened in 1988 as Avalanche, and yeah, last time I was at this park in 2019, it was still called Avalanche, and of course had the white colour scheme, and yeah, it's been completely redone for 2022 last year for this whole themed area that they've created. And yeah, as you can see here in the queue line, you got lots of information and things to read, which I do like. Keeps you amused, doesn't it, when you're in the queue line for these rides. Looks great though with the repaint. And here we go then, waited 10 minutes for back row on Reptilian. Look at the trains, they look awesome. Gonna give this a ride. Love the re-theme. Oh, I do like Reptilian, it's a great ride, and I tell you what, I feel like they've done some work to that. Not just repainting it, but actually doing a lot of work to the train. Very smooth, comfortable ride, especially for something that was built in the 80s. It is a Mack ride though, and if you look after them, wow, they're going to last you for years. Fantastic coasters, and yeah, nice ride. There's only one problem I find with this, and that was the mid-course just up here. It really slowed the train down a lot. So we kind of lost the momentum before coming around here, didn't we?
It looks like it completely stops, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah, it really. Yeah, it was, it looks the part. I've got to say, this whole area down here looks so much better than the last time I was at this park. Yeah, they've done a really good job, and yeah, it was Swiss theme before, so it's nice to kind of have them change that, you know, with the avalanche theme that it had. Something a bit different. Of course, anyone that's wondering, who remembers Volcano the Blast? Unfortunately, I never got to ride it myself, but it used to be located right over there. Very famous coaster for its time. Oh, I do love this area around here. So many details. All that scaffolding up there, like the buckets hanging off it. Yeah, that's great, it really is. Very excited to see where Cedar Fair are going with the themed aspect. And there's another look at the 4D free spin just there for you. Yeah, Drop Tower's closed today, which is a shame. You can see it over there in the distance. Maybe it's due to the heat, I'm not too sure. Yeah, let's continue on down this way. I don't think there's much point going over to I-305 again yet, but we did still see there's a couple of staff members waiting at the entrance still. So yeah, that's a good sign at least. We've still got a couple of hours to go till park close, but there is a backup plan. With theme park worldwide, there's always a backup plan, most of the time. Oh, they just love the sound of that classic lift hill. Anaconda up next, just over there. Sun's starting to go down. We have just come down here to Intimidator again to ask, and yeah, the usual, we don't know, and of course that's completely understandable. However, there is staff down there, looks like maintenance in the operator's cabin, and there's been a bit of movement on the train, so we will see what happens. Let's go and ride Anaconda. And as well, so making our way round to the entrance for Anaconda, there's Flight of Fierce. Yeah, that's the Premier Rides indoor coaster with the launch. We did that over at Kings Island, so again, it's not a priority for us to get here. Obviously, we would have liked to have done if we'd have had the full day. Yeah, it's one of those. Charlotte's already seen that at Kings Island, so yeah, we're not making it a priority. Features 4 inversions. And yeah, we're going to make our way around this way to Anaconda. Beautiful sky tonight, sun going down here in Virginia. And here's the entrance just here. Arrow looping coaster, opened at the park in 1991 and features 4 inversions. And yeah, very pretty track colour. Could do with painting up. However, I do like the fact you've got the kind of yellow running rails. And then the red, or is it pink? It looks more pink now. I think it's supposed to be red. Just there. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's got a long queue line, this one, all the way down here. Look at this. Very old school kind of lamps down here too. Yeah, some very old school elements here at King's Dominion. And the park itself isn't huge. However, it's got lots of great attractions. Nice corkscrews just over there. Built above the water, which is fantastic. Love the sound of that lift hill. There it goes, Anaconda. Probably about a 5-minute wait. Let's do it.
And enjoy your ride on the Anaconda. You're taking a left, please. Push up and then pull it down.
Well, we just did our ride there on Anaconda. I just want to say straight away, 2 train service. From what we've seen, the couple of hours we've been here, they've actually done some really good operations, haven't they?
Running up and down the train, which is really good to see.
Yeah, lots of interaction as well. I'm going to miss that when we go home. I like all the enjoy your ride.
All clear and out here.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I do love it. How was your ride on there?
It wasn't too bad actually. Normally these are a bit of a head shaker, but it was okay.
1991 that coaster opened here, and yeah, I do like it. I love that drop, and then you kind of go into a tunnel before that first inversion, and then along with that, the profiling near the end isn't great. So it kind of like that,
I
isn't
didn't
it?
find it too bad at the end, to be honest.
No, it's not rough. It's just the
No.
profiling on there is just really weird. It's like going back to like Planet Coaster and Roller Coaster Tycoon when you build something and it's like you don't bank the corners and stuff. Just a bit kind of instead of like the free flowing. But you know what? Not a bad ride. I do like my old classics. Right, let's go for a wooden coaster now. It's still not open, but you never know. Oh, we just missed the mushroom singing, but hopefully we'll see them again later on when we're walking past. It's every 15 minutes. Sun's going down already. Guys, come quick today. No, to be honest, considering we only got here at 6 o'clock on the parking lot, it's now 8:30. We've done well. A bit of a rush round getting stuff in, but you know what? Oh, is it testing?
Just going off the list.
That's a good sign. That is a good sign. Here we go. Fingers crossed that's going to open. I think our best bet, instead of just waiting around for a ride that may or may not open, let's do the woody and then head down that way. I know we've kind of gone a bit zigzaggy going back and forwards, but yeah, it's just how we've worked it, prioritising, getting in what we can do. We didn't know how big lines were going to be. Luckily, we're doing really well. We're getting around, we're showing you the park. Like I say, it's not a massive park, King's Dominion anyway, you know, so it's kind of easy to navigate. You can be at one end and then to the other in like less than 10 minutes, you know, it's not that big, so it's quite easy to get around. But yeah, let's go and have a ride on this woody. All the lights are coming on the rides now. And yeah, that carousel is gorgeous over there. The building's beautiful for it. Reminds me like something that you'd find at Blackpool Pleasure Beach back in the UK. Really nice that is. Let's make our way back round here to the left to Racer 75. Yeah, 2 wooden coasters, Philadelphia toboggan coasters, great woodies. And of course, hence the name, we're going to be racing on here. Here's the entrance, and yeah, with the 75, of course, that means and dates back to the opening of the park. Yeah, one of the original attractions, 1975. When King's Dominion opened its gates. And yeah, here's the entrance just down here. It looks very quiet, which is a fantastic sign. I tell you what, it's still very warm, especially for this time on an evening. Well, the park's really filtered out. Just under 90 minutes to go, but we're getting this in. We're doing really well, considering we didn't get here till 6. Oh, it's got a long queue line, this one, all the way up here. Nicely painted up though, which is good to see. America really look after their wooden coasters, and of course a lot of parks do in Europe too, but woodies are a big draw in America. People love them, and I love them, and that's one of the reasons why I love coming to these American amusement parks. Oh, that's a great view, because you look at 305 and then you got the 2 lift hills for Racer 75 there. Fantastic.
Kylie, let's get
Well, we just had a ride there on Racer 75, and yeah, with that we weren't actually racing, were we?
Yeah, the other side only had 1 train on, but we had 2 trains on ours.
Yeah, so every other dispatch they were sending it racing, and then ours wasn't. But you know what?
Really good fun.
Great layout that,
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
really like it.
Fantastic coaster, out and back layouts, and yeah, just a really enjoyable ride. You can see they've done quite a bit of retracking on there too. You might be thinking, we look really happy and we're in a bit of a rush. Well, we're going back to I-305 because the app is saying it's open, 0-minute wait.
So let's go and have a look what's going on.
We're going to go and check it out because when we were on there there was no lights on or anything in the station.
It was just completely closed.
Yeah, it didn't look great, but there was still some stuff about, so I don't know. Like maybe it's just been signed off.
Let's go and find out.
Yeah, literally, let's head down here. We've got like an hour and 10 minutes to go. We can just get a few laps on this. Fingers crossed, let's go and see. Hey, gentlemen, start your engines. It's open. The app said 5-minute wait now, and there it is going up the lift. Can't believe we're getting it. This is it, Charlotte. Hey, I can't wait to see Charlotte's reaction to this. Oh, it's a great out ride, this one, especially at the bottom of that drop. We're going up 300 feet. 90 miles an hour top speed, yeah, only 2010, Intamin Giga Coaster. Look at this, I can't believe it. I just want to say the operations, they've been working so hard since we got here to get this open for the past 3 hours, and literally, they have got it open, which is brilliant. Let's get the bags in the locker and let's go and ride. I-305.
Gentlemen, start your engine! Oh yeah, let's go!
Oh my God, I am over the moon right now, and that has made up for everything that happened today before we got to the park with the car. Absolutely amazing getting on that again, and just had 5 rides on there. Firstly, I just wanted to say that is amazing operations from King's Dominion. The fact that, you know, this ride they were working on for a couple of hours, we got into the last part of the day, and yeah, they got it open. Like, how impressive is that?
I think that's really good. They could have just said, no, we're not going to bother, we'll wait until tomorrow. They actually got it open, which was great.
Amazing. They could have just fixed it and just left it, but no, they opened it up tonight, which was absolutely fantastic. So fair play to Cedar Fair and of course the operations team and maintenance here at King's Dominion for getting that ride back up tonight. Apparently it had been down for about 4 hours in total, and it reopened for the last hour of the day. 5 rides on there, but firstly, before I talk about my thoughts on it after going on it again after 4 years, what about Charlotte here?
I just did the one ride, I just found it a bit too intense. A proper greyed out at the bottom of the drop.
That is the ultimate definition of grey out, that ride. You literally go down that drop, bang round to the right, and that whole kind of hill there, you do grey out. Like, it's crazy, your vision goes so blurred there. But I tell you what, I enjoyed that coaster a lot after it had warmed up last time I was here, and that just was absolutely incredible. I feel like Intimidator 305 is riding even better than I remember. I loved that so much. It may have even creeped back into my top 10 just there, you know.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, 5 rides on there, literally lapping it. And that's the thing, it's on 2 trains, and nobody really rides it more than once because they find it too intense, like Charlotte.
It is quite quiet. It's
Like,
very much walk on.
yeah, it's walk on down there, like absolutely amazing. But I just want to say, amazing ops there, really impressed. It's made up for it. We've had a day today with the car, as you'll see on the Sandbrook Adventures. But you know what, just rocking up here tonight at 6 o'clock, getting all the major coasting we wanted to do and lapping that 5 times has more than made up for it. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, that coaster, of course, it's got a cable lift, so you're up there in like 10 seconds, whip straight over the top, down that drop. You've got the grey out moments, and then the transitions on there. Your left, your right. You kind of got to ride that. You need to know the layout. You know, don't let it whack you about too much, as it will be uncomfortable. You need to think, oh, we're going to bank to the right and move your shoulders ready. But yeah, look at it go there. absolutely incredible, phenomenal that was tonight. Like, I'd forgotten just how amazing that ride is. I think on top of all the stress we had earlier in the day before we got to the park, that has just really made it for me tonight, and I'm glad Charlotte got on.
Yeah, at least I managed to have one ride on there.
Well, there's like 15 minutes to go until park close, and of course got the free spin over there that I've not done in this park. May as well get the credit. I think it'll be pretty quiet now, so we're going to head over there and get that one in before, of course, ending our day here. It's been action-packed, but you know what? We managed to fit a lot in into 4 hours of operation here tonight. Absolutely incredible, can't get over that. And yeah, I just wanted to say how dark it is out there for a night ride. Like, look at it, it's absolutely pitch black out there. Like, incredible. Oh, fantastic. All you can see is just the hype beacon up there. Oh, I love theme parks at night, and also the crowds have really dispersed. I think with how hot it's been, it's still very humid tonight. So sweaty walking around this park tonight. But yeah, look at this, fantastic. 10 minutes to go till closing, getting on the free spin. I also just wanted to also get in, which I'm really pleased about, and didn't even realise until I was re-riding that just. Originally, of course, we was going to Busch Gardens today before we had the issue with the car. Busch Gardens has got the same opening hours every day at the moment. But here, of course, we was originally coming tomorrow, and it would have closed an hour earlier. So I wouldn't have got as many night rides in on Intimidator, because the park would have closed at 9. What is going on here with that? Walking down with props. Yeah, the park was going to close at 9 o'clock, and obviously tonight it's closed at 10 because we've ended up coming on a weekend. So it's worked out even better to get more night rides in, so brilliant. Anyway, yeah, this is walk on by the looks of it, so I'm going to go and jump on. Are you doing it, Charlotte?
No.
Yeah, I'll go and give this a ride. It looks nice lit up at night. Well, I just had my ride there on Tumbili, as I believe it's pronounced, and yeah, I thought it was good fun. They're not my favourites, those free spins, but I can see why the parks put them in, especially with the very small footprint that they can take up. And yeah, it's a nice addition to this park. I do really like all the lighting package on there at night. It does look the part, and the theming around this area is very nice. They've done a fantastic job around here. Very impressed with Cedar Fair's theming a lot of their parks that they seem to be doing of late, which is fantastic. And yeah, the music's really nice around here too. Look at this, the park is absolutely deserted, and it's been like this for the past hour or so. Honestly, our parks back home really need to open later and just give people the opportunity to enjoy evenings more in the parks. But yeah, look at this, like, it's so quiet tonight. Oh, what we got coming out there? Costumes now. Move everything about, don't they? We saw all them characters coming past just now. We've got some costumes going out. I tell you what, it's been a bit of a rush these past 4 hours, but we've made the most of it, haven't we?
We have done really well to get in as much as we have done, really.
We've done the majors, like,
which is really good.
very pleased with that. Obviously, apart from the couple of clones, what you've got with other parks, like,
the majority
yeah,
of stuff, which is great.
Definitely, no, I'm really pleased with how it's gone down here for these 4 hours. It's been fantastic. Oh, I'm back down here where we started only 4 hours ago. There's the Eiffel Tower all lit up in the Mardi Gras style colours for their Carnival event. And that's the thing, it isn't a Mardi Gras event. However, it's got the same kind of vibe and all the colours. I do like the name Carnival. And of course, we saw a lot of highlights from the parade and so much more during our vlog at Carowinds. So yeah, check that out if you haven't already seen it. Yeah, look at all the buildings around here. There's some of the floats actually, all lit up over there. It's very nice around here. Look at this, it is beautiful. I'd say this entrance is even nicer than the one at Kings Island in my opinion. I think all the trees really make it a bit more, and the better fountains down here too. Look at all the buildings. Whew, it's been a bit of a rush round, but you know what? We have done it, and I am so pleased. It was in jeopardy us even getting to this park, so I'm so pleased that we managed to get it in. Look at this, all the beautiful fountain package. Oh, it is so nice, and all the colours. I'm so glad that we swapped the days round now. It's worked out so much better, and just getting to see more of the park at night. Oh, look at this, have a little stroll just down here and see this. This is how to do an entrance to a park. But yeah, like I say, very similar to Kings Island, almost identical. However, I think all the trees make this even more beautiful. And look at this package all the way down. It is stunning, it really is. So pretty. What an action-packed visit into King's Dominion. All the decorations, all the lights, oh, stunning. Wow! Tell you what though, it's still so humid tonight. I can't believe how hot it is still. Oh, it's the most humid night of the trip. Yeah, we'll just head around this way and we'll wrap up the vlog. What a visit. What an action-packed visit. Look at the sweat dripping off my face. It is so hot.
So hot.
I tell you what though, we have done so well. Of course, with the incident with the car, out of our control completely. We didn't know if we were even going to make it here to King's Dominion this time. We swapped the days around. It should have been a Busch Gardens day, but you know what? It has paid off for us,
At least
hasn't
we
it?
managed to get in everything that we wanted to.
Yeah, and there's two main reasons for that. A, fantastic operations, and also B, it's been pretty quiet really tonight. Well, they've got a lot of high capacity rides here, haven't they?
It's just really worked in our favour.
Oh, it has, and yeah, Intimidator was incredible. Just getting the 5 rides on there. I ranked that coaster so much higher than I did last time. I mean, throughout the day it creeped up. I remember doing it in the daytime earlier on and being a bit disappointed, and it just warmed up throughout the day. But you know what? That was incredible. It really was tonight. I'm glad that Charlotte came on.
I'm so glad that I managed to get one ride on it.
It's one that a lot of people talk about for the intensity, and it really is not for everyone. So I'm pleased that Charlotte even gave it a go, to be honest.
I gave it a go. I probably wouldn't do it again.
She did it though. Along with that, of course, the RMC Twisted Timbers, that was good fun. A nice ride with some great airtime on there, some fantastic ejector for you.
Airtime on there was just so much.
And Grizzly, I really enjoyed that. They need to do some more retracking on there, but what they've done is fantastic. Along with that, I thought Racer was brilliant. Racer 75, enjoyed that tonight. We got a classic arrow in, we got the bobsleigh in. I even got the new credit in at the end there as well with Tumbili, I think it's called. I don't know, my pronunciation's awful, but we got it in. You know what? Other than family coasters and repeats at a couple of other parks,
We've done very well.
We've done very well in 4 hours. The operations have been great, and once again, I just want to say a big well done to the technical team and operators over there on Intimidator, just getting that open. We thought that was it for the night, but no, they opened it up, which I really appreciate. Our backup plan, by the way, if you're wondering what it was, we were literally, because our hotel's down the road, we were maybe going to leave Busch Gardens a tiny bit earlier and come and get it in, or do it on the morning before we go to Six Flags America.
But we got it.
We got it in, so fantastic. Thanks for joining us here on Theme Park Worldwide. Only 3 more park vlogs left.
I can't believe it, only 3 left.
And this was our final Cedar Fair park of the trip. We got a couple of Six Flags and of course Busch Gardens, Williamsburg tomorrow.
Oh, I'm so excited.
On-ride POVs that we can film, which is going to be absolutely awesome, and it's going to be a great day there. It's probably going to be hot though, looking at all this sweat. Get me in that shower and we'll see you at Busch Gardens. But from King's Dominion, that leaves me one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you tomorrow.